Hello, welcome to Yoga for Tension Release. The intention behind this class is to help you become aware of the places within your body that you might be holding some extra stress or tension and allow it to release in order for you to find more flow throughout your day and within your body. We'll begin by lying on our backs. You can straighten your legs and allow your hands to lay by your sides, palms facing towards the ceiling. Take a moment here to fully relax and check in with your breathing. Notice if it's being held in your chest or in your belly, and start to deepen your breath, making your inhales as long as your exhales. Notice any areas within your body that might be holding tension right now and breathe into them, allowing it to relax a little bit deeper. On your next inhale, reach your hands up overhead, full body stretch. Start making a banana shape with your body by bringing your feet over towards the left corner and your hands over towards the left corner of your mat. It might feel good to hang on to the right wrist with your left hand and cross your right ankle over the left. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, relax your body a little bit deeper into this full right body stretch. On your inhale, come back into center, full body stretch, and exhale, take it to the right side, full body stretch on the left side, using your inhales to stretch the body, and exhale to release and relax, creating a steady flow of deep breathing. Come back to center and take a full body stretch, and then contract and pull your knees in towards your chest, giving yourself a big hug. Extend your left leg, hanging on to your right knee. Use your left hand to draw the right knee across your body. Cactus your right arm and maybe gaze over your right shoulder. Feel free to straighten your right leg if that feels good. Use your left hand to guide your knee back to center, and we'll switch legs, straightening the right, bending into the left. Use your right hand to draw your left knee across your body and open up your left hand into a cactus. Let your gaze fall wherever feels comfortable. Again, straightening your leg if that feels good. Gently bring your knee back into center, and we'll hug both of our knees in towards our armpits, grabbing on to the outer edges of our feet or using our peace fingers to hang on to our big toes for happy baby. Rock side to side, kind of dramatically, creating some movements here and massaging our lower back. Go ahead and find some stillness here before straightening into your legs as far as your hamstrings will allow. Bending as you inhale and straighten your legs as you exhale. Starting to match your breath with your movement. Inhale as you bend your knees and exhale, push into your hands, straightening your legs. Bring the feet together and we'll grab onto the backs of our knees to rock up into a seated position. Make your way onto your hands and knees for tabletop, making sure your wrists are directly under your shoulders, knees under hips. And we'll take a few rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, lift your gaze, open your heart, tuck your toes. Exhale, push into your hands to round the spine, release your neck, and untuck your toes. Take a few rounds of these at your own pace, linking your breath with your movement. Come back to tabletop or neutral spine, and inhale, lift your right arm towards the sky, and as you exhale, thread the needle underneath your left armpit, bringing your right ear down towards the ground, keeping your knees directly under your hips. If it feels good, you can keep your left hand there pushing into the ground for a deeper twist, or you can extend it towards the top of your mat. On an inhale, bring your left arm back under your shoulder to push yourself up, opening the right arm up towards the ceiling again. And as you exhale, come back to center. Inhale, lift the left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, thread the needle on the other side. You can keep your right hand where it is pressing into the ground or extend it towards the top of your mat. Come back to your breath, deep inhales and deep exhales. Bring your right hand back under your shoulder to push yourself up, extending the left arm towards the ceiling once again. Inhale, come to plank, and on your exhale, we'll take a modified chaturanga. Drop your knees, bring your chest to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. On your exhale, find your expression of downward facing dog, spreading your fingertips, pressing into your hands. On an inhale, come to plank, and we'll do the same thing again. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet, and we'll do it one more time. Exhale, come to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. And then find some stillness here. Inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky for three-legged dog. Bend into your knees, stack your hips, and make big circles with your knee, opening up the hip. And you can switch directions. Slowly bring knee to nose before planting your foot in between your hands. Stay here in high lunge for a few moments, rocking back and forth on your ankles. And then go ahead and drop your left knee. Inhale, sweep your hands up overhead, interlace your fingers, look up. As you exhale, cactus your arms, making big circles. Inhale, extend overhead. Exhale, cactus into a big circle. Big circle one more time. And then bring your right fingertips to the ground beside you and extend your left arm up and overhead. Deep psoas stretch here. On an exhale, bring your left elbow over to the outer corner of your right knee, and we'll come into a prayer with our hands, bringing our thumbs towards our heart center. Use your core and your breath to find your balance here. And if this is too intense, bring your right hand to your hip and continue to twist and open. Come to frame your right foot with your hands. Push your hips back gently by straightening your right leg. And bend your knee here as much as you need. Find some length in your spine before folding forward, nose to knee. Keep your right foot flexed. Slowly look up. Roll onto your right foot, coming back into low lunge. Tuck your back foot, come into plank, and we'll take a chaturanga, dropping the knees, chest to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Pedal it out here. Take any movements you might need. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, right leg goes high. Stack the hips, bend the knee, and start to make some circles here. And switch directions. Hug the right knee in towards your chest before planting it in between your hands. And rock back and forth here on your ankles in high lunge. Slight stretch for the top of the right thigh. Drop the right knee to the mat. Find your balance and sweep your hands up overhead, interlacing, looking up. And exhale, cactus your arms, and we'll begin to make those circles. Inhaling our arms up. Exhale, cactus, and open the heart center, stretching out the shoulders. Bring the left fingertips to the ground and extend the right hand up and over. As you exhale, we'll find our twist by bringing the right elbow to the left knee and bringing the hands into a prayer position. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you allow your hips to sink a little bit deeper. Frame your foot and push into your left leg to send your hips back. Keep your knee bent here as much as you need and your foot flexed before folding forward, knee to nose. Roll onto your left foot, come back into low lunge, and send your hips high again for downward facing dog. Lift your right leg high and bring your right knee behind your right wrist for pigeon. If your hips are extra tight, a blanket underneath of you or a block might feel really nice here. Come on to your forearms or bring your forehead down to the mat. or maybe stack one hand on top of the other. Wherever you land, find your breath and deepen your inhales and exhales. After being in the pose for a while, you might notice your body relaxing, allowing you to go a little bit deeper than before. Breathe into your belly as you slowly start to press yourself up. Tuck your back toes and press into your hands, coming back into three-legged dog, bending your knee and opening the hips one more time. And then you can plant your foot down in downward facing dog. Bend into one knee and then the other. Maybe notice if you feel a difference in your hips and your hamstrings. Inhale, lift the left leg high towards the ceiling, and we'll come into pigeon on the other side, bringing your left knee to the left wrist. Take the time to find some comfort within this pose before folding forward. Let your hips feel heavy in this pose, sinking towards the ground, and deep in your inhales and exhales. Gently lift yourself up, pressing into your hands. Tuck the back toes and come into three-legged dog, and open up your hips by bending into your knee one more time. Plant the left foot back on the ground and begin to walk your feet about halfway in towards your hands. Keeping your feet as wide as the mat, we'll take a forward fold, hanging on to opposite elbows, and start to sway from side to side, bending into one knee and then the other. Release your neck and let your shoulders hang heavy. Point the toes outwards and bend all the way into your knees, coming into a low yogi squat, using your elbows in prayer position, pushing your knees outwards, opening up your hips. Gaze slightly upwards and open your heart space. Carefully plant your hands in front of you and come into tabletop position. Walk your hands a few inches in at the top of your mat as you come into melting heart, allowing your forehead to rest on the mat and keep your knees under your hips. Press into your hands as you activate your shoulders, creating a deep heart opening back bend here. Shift yourself forward to come to lie on your stomach, propping yourself up with your forearms in cobra. Press into the tops of your feet to almost lift your knees off of the mat. Deep inhale, and on your exhale, make your way onto your back. Bring your hands down by your sides to see if your fingertips are gazing your heels, and then push into your hips, squeezing your glutes and hamstrings into a bridge pose. Squeeze your inner thighs together as you reach your arms up and over your head. Bring your arms back down by your side and slowly roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Squeeze your knees in towards your chest, giving yourself a big hug and lots of gratitude for taking the time to do something good for your body and your mind. Extend your left leg flat towards the ground and extend your right leg up towards the ceiling for a quick hamstring stretch. Grab onto the back of your thigh or your calf and start to roll out your ankle, flexing and pointing your foot. Pull your right leg a little bit closer towards your chest, and then allow it to release, and we'll switch sides. Drop your right leg and extend the left leg towards the ceiling. Again, roll out your ankle, point and flex your toes, taking some extra time and care around those areas that might be crackling and popping. Pull your left leg a little bit closer towards your chest, and then release it and come into Shavasana. Let your hands lay open beside you and allow your entire body to relax. And check in with yourself. Notice those areas of tension, how they're feeling now. On your inhale, imagine you are breathing in love and gratitude for yourself, for your mind, your body, your soul. And on your exhale, imagine you are breathing out love and gratitude for those around you and for the space that you walk in every single day. Feel free to stay here in Shavasana for as long as your time allows you today. Otherwise, on an inhale, bend into your knees and roll onto your right side, taking a few rounds of breath here before pushing yourself up into a seated position, keeping your eyes closed as you come up. Take a mudra of your choosing. You can place your hands open on your knees with your pointer finger and thumb touching, or bring your hands into a prayer position by your chest. We'll close our practice today with a sound of the earth, Om. Deep inhale, and on the exhale, we'll Om together. Om. Namaste, yogis. I'll see you next time. Thank you for joining me.